All right, here we go. Welcome to Creative Feedback, where we are joined with the four amazing people as usual. You know, we have Jason Fowler,
Howdy.
Karensa,
Hi.
Dave, the space cowboy man,
Space.
and me, the brand risk. So,
Accurate.
so today's a very special episode where I wrote down on the topics sheet how I accidentally reinvented communism. And this happened when I was in the 6th grade. And so I want to tell a little story about how I accidentally recreated communism.
I can't wait for this. The hairs on the back of my neck are standing.
Oh, yeah.
For those that don't know, because why would you? I'm mid-migraine, so I'm just going to gently let Chris caress the mic with his vocal cords while I listen anxiously.
Yes. We love my soothing voice. Anyways.
I actually do.
Oh, I'm glad.
Oh,
Maybe I'll start ASMR.
I can't wait for that. That's the next level.
Yeah. But so it all started in the 6th grade when I was like mad at money, and I was convinced that we could just get rid of it and everyone would be happier. And I tried to tell my fellow 6th graders how the world would be such a better place without money. And of course, you know, they aren't as smart as me, so, you know.
Of course.
And eventually this led to me talking to adults about how the world would be better to get rid of money. And, you know, they attacked me. The 6th grader
Physically beat you.
Yes.
Doubtful.
No, I have the scar to prove it.
Okay.
But anyways, so in rage from them, like, putting down none of the facts I had about why it would be better, I created a PowerPoint about how the world would be better, and I was going to present it to people in rage, because I've discovered that whenever I'm told I'm wrong about something, I either make a PowerPoint presentation or write a 3-page long paper about it.
So your solution to all of your problems is creating a PowerPoint.
Yes.
The most impressive part of the story might be that you made a PowerPoint in 6th grade.
I know.
It's incredible.
What can I say?
So can I ask, I'm just kind of backtracking to the mindset of what your teachers and fellow students might have been. What is your solution without money? How do you transact?
Well, I'm getting to that.
Sorry.
This is in the PowerPoint.
I didn't mean
when
to
I
step on your
actually
story.
had to like come up with the idea, you know,
Yeah.
because up until then it was just, let's just get rid of money. But now, you know, we actually,
And now it's very serious.
yeah. And it was so incredibly stupid, just to point out. It's like if someone made communism, but if they like smudged it. But
It's like looking at communism with squinting eyes.
pretty much.
Perfect.
Because I was like, oh, no money, so we'll have to like trade in wheat.
I love
Because
it.
of course.
Because, you know, we all want wheat.
Who doesn't love a nice wheat
But
bread?
yeah, it was weird. It was basically just we get things and people. It was basically just communism that I made, where we would just work without gaining anything in return. And at this point in time, I had no idea what communism was.
Yeah.
So someone said, "This sounds a lot like communism," and I was like, "No,
It couldn't possibly be.
and yeah, that's the end of the story.
As it turns out, it actually was communism.
It was, yeah. Then a few years later, I'm like, wow, I did accidentally make communism, didn't I?
What did you title your concept for trade?
No money.
I like it.
No moneyism.
Yeah,
So you basically created cryptocurrency.
I guess.
Like we need to trade in money for something valuable. I love that you went with wheat. Because you realize by saying, like, we're going to trade wheat instead of money, you basically just turned wheat into money.
Look,
It's still capitalism.
12-year-old me wasn't the smartest in the world.
You're smart enough to make a PowerPoint, though. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't believe they didn't receive it well.
I know. It made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, broke people love communism.
Exactly.
Like, you talk to some broke sixth graders, they're like, I'll do it.
Yeah. A lot of fellow sixth graders, I remember, were talking about how would we pay the military? It was like,
you guys are deep, man.
I was like, they wouldn't be paid. They do it for free. They're like, no.
Genius, Chris. They would do it for free.
I know.
When you said that you reinvented communism in sixth grade, my mind instantly went to, oh my gosh, he got like all these sixth graders behind him and they revolted on the school.
Well,
and it was like, I don't know. And you got like a huge amount of trouble because it's like, here's Chris Whaley. He turned all our kids into communists.
Oh, see, it would have been a different name. He would have had to change his name. They killed hundreds of kids at his school.
Oh my God.
And he's in witness protection because he started communism and said, hey, do everything for free. I'll keep the money. Just trust me. And if you disagree, we are going to kill you in the streets. That is communism. Just so you know, Chris.
Yeah. At least you didn't do it during the Red Scare in our history. That would have been bad timing on your part.
it would have been.
Red Scare?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's
a
where
period of time?
Yeah, they just
Okay.
went out after like communist, quote unquote, people in America.
Oh, that's right.
And they
yeah,
would
the witch
just-
hunt, right?
Kill them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of terrible things have done in the name of what would be good concepts in theory.
Mhm.
I absolutely disagree that communism is a good concept, by the way. And socialism. Terrible ideas. Not even really good ideas on paper because what it does is eliminate human motivation.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to have a society where people don't mind being equally motivated, which means nobody would ever innovate anything. So, the reason communism exists is because leaders are greedy and they can flex on people because they have a military. So, I can't believe you invented communism in sixth grade. What happened with you and money?
I don't know. I don't think any of those things now. So
No, I know. I mean, was there a moment where like the lunch lady took too much money and you were like, that's it. A chocolate chip cookie should be free.
I guess. And then
I'm done paying for these nachos.
I'm done. I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
If I want to have the 25-cent eraser at the school store, I should be allowed to have it.
I'm going to take this and
Yeah.
I'm starting a country, no money, and we're going to have my erasers, my
Yeah.
nachos.
Exactly. It
I
would
love
have been way more funnier if the other kids at the school would have rallied behind
Backed you.
me. Yeah.
It's a revolution.
But they
you
all
guys.
went against me.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, it's
Completely ostracized. That's unfortunate.
I know.
Predictable, but unfortunate.
it's a heated and heavy revolution until like one security guard comes in the room and then everyone abandons you. All right, we're out of here. See ya. He looks big.
No, guys, please.
Come on. We can take him.
It's
No, he's got a billy club. I think we're good. You were just armed with rulers and a sense of pride.
Yeah.
I like it, man.
Hmm.
You accidentally invented communism. Have you guys ever had other moments like that where you thought you invented something, but then you see it on TV like a year or two later and you're like, oh, that guy took my idea for a fogless mirror to shave with in the shower. No. Anything?
People shave in the shower.
Yeah, my dad, the reason I that's a very specific example. My dad was like, we should invent a mirror that doesn't fog in the shower. Like, he said that to me one day, and then a few years later we saw an infomercial for a fogless mirror that you could put on your wall of your shower and shave. And he was like, see, I invented it. I should have done something about it. I think he was convinced he can invent a rollerblades too at some point. Like, what if all the wheels were lined up under your feet? And then I'm like, okay.
What if it's like a car, but for your shoes?
Correct. Yeah, he was
I,
convinced.
I had a similar idea. Like, it's an app, but it was basically, what if you had like a pot and that pot is connected to an app and you tell it what plant you put in there and it can monitor it.
Uh-huh.
And they basically made of an app now that's kind of close to it, where if you take a picture of your plant and it looks like it's dying or whatever, it tells you what it is. It tells you what's causing it to happen and how to fix it. It's the same idea. And I was like, that kind of sucks. But to be fair, I had no way to create that pot. I had no idea how to do that. Just the idea seemed cool.
But you had the idea first.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it feels like first, but really if it's like 10 years in development for that guy.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Can you imagine if I came out first right before him and I did it in a year? And
Well, think about it. That has to happen, right?
I'm sure.
There has to be inventions where like the next guy was going to release next year and was like spending his whole life savings developing the rollerblade. And then
100%.
It comes out and somebody's like, no, that's even better than mine. You know?
Yeah.
It had to be. I mean, just stuff like that has to happen. Or shoes. Like all these shoe companies that came out in the 70s when rubber was more readily available for the bottom of shoes. It has to be the case that they're all thinking about it at the same time. And then now it's an arms race to see who can get the idea to stick or last longer. I'm trying to remember. I've had ideas like that where I had an idea and then I feel like I saw it a few years later. Well, so mine is usually video games. Like I'll have a cool idea. I had an idea for a ninja RPG where you would have a character and it would develop skills along the way and could like change to different stylings of like feudal Japan armor and things like that. And then sure enough, there's RPGs that came out where you gain skills along the way. And I was like, I knew I should have kept that notebook and made those games. But I think it's the same. Like the reason I have the idea is the same reason the guys who make the game have the idea is you're inspired by the stuff around you.
Yeah.
And you don't even realize it's all coming in. And then, what's that saying? There's no new ideas under the sun. Like not really. You're just either following through or you're not. Because Elon Musk was definitely not the first person to think of electric vehicles, but he came up with some technology that makes his the best vehicles, in my opinion. Don't want to slander anybody. Yeah, I was just curious if you guys had invented anything else.
Ideas are weird, you know? I think it's funny how, like, you just see something you like and you just recreate it. Because that's what I do. I just recreate something I really like, but do it in my own way.
Yeah.
Or it turns into my own way, and then it's something completely different at the end.
Right. That becomes your own idea.
Yeah. That's what happened with my book, funny enough. So, because it was originally going to be like really close to what Bo Burnham's poetry book is like.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just turned into my own like colorful masterpiece.
Heaping humble praise
Yeah.
on my own masterpiece. I love that, dude. I think that's exactly how it works. You see something and we emulate it. Actually, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. That is how all people learn. Like you cannot learn something without emulating it, right? Even if it's literally a baby walking or seeing baby animals learn things, right? All creatures emulate something to gain the functionality. Like you might have some innate sense of it or be born with some skill or recognition of an ability, right? Like some people are faster runners right away or something like that, but you have to see it happen, right? So if you, I don't know, never let a kid walk, they would still try because they see other people walking. But in theory, if you could have a baby and then somehow no one ever walked and just moved around in like all wheelchairs, right? And that's all we ever did, and you hid the world from that kid, they would just assume, like they might not even try to attempt to walk, right? Until one day they got big enough and they were like, I'm just going to tip forward and see what happens. Like it's all experimentation and, you know, but it would stunt them because they are not emulating anything. Whereas if you watch kids that are around other kids, they're talking sooner, running sooner, walking sooner, all those things. So it is fascinating though. Like that's how you get good at stuff is you emulate it and then make it your own. So well done, Chris, by the way, on the book. You want to shout out the book?
Yep. Before you begin, make sure to silence your vibrators.
Is actually the name of his book.
Yes. That is the name. It's available just about everywhere.
I love it.
Google it.
Including my office here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not available to people. I just have a copy.
Yeah. They sent it to the soccer coach again.
Who also is named Chris Whaley.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to know what his face was like when he opened the box just to see your book.
Oh, man. He did get it?
It was opened when I got it. They taped it back shut.
It was because he read it cover to cover.
I guess.
How could he not?
True.
He's telling his friends about it right now. You guys gotta go check this out.
They're buying copies as we speak.
They're going to read this at every practice to loosen up the team before games.
Yeah, exactly. Motivation.
It is why the team will succeed this year. You've done it, Chris. You've done it.
What can I say?
You wrote a motivational guide. Who knew? So, anywho, Dave, you ever invented anything?
I thought I invented a new sauce.
Okay.
I was like really young. I had a hot dog. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to put ketchup on one side and mustard on the other.
Uh-huh.
And then take the weenie and run it through the spin cycle between the buns.
In the buns, okay.
And it created a new color. And I was like, oh my God, I created a new sauce.
The hot dog mustard, the ketchup mustard mix?
Yeah. And my dad was like, yeah, it's already been done. I'm like,
a lot of people before you.
Damn, that hurt. That one really hurt.
That one stung a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
It'll always live with me forever.
Yeah. I think my grandfather thought he invented peanut butter and jelly mixed together. Like, he would mix it on a plate, like stir it together until it became a different color. And we would always kind of laugh a little bit because you're like, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are a thing. But he would stir, and he treated it like a delicacy. So, like, it was almost offensive for you to refuse a biscuit. Like, he would make breakfast biscuits where he would, like, stir the jelly and peanut butter together and then put it on the biscuit. And it always made us smile a little bit because, like, as you're eating peanut butter and jelly, this is what's happening. It's like, this is not inventing something new. Like, your body mixes this together as you eat it. But I guess it's a texture thing, maybe. He invented a new texture.
I don't like peanut butter or jelly, so.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a picky eater. I'll admit that.
You do? Okay. But you don't like peanut butter or jelly? What will you eat?
Chicken nuggets.
Is that right?
With sauce, right? No.
Well, it depends on the type of sauce.
Which is?
Well, I get sweet and sour sauce at McDonald's. So.
Will you only eat McDonald's nuggets?
No. I'll eat nuggets anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. But I won't.
What else will you eat?
But I only get sweet and sour sauce at McDonald's.
Got it.
Anywhere else, no.
No, not happening.
So then what's the other sauce for the other places that are not McDonald's?
I just won't dip it in anything.
What?
Whoa.
That is...
Wait, you will only dip any nugget that you ever eat will only ever be dipped in McDonald's sweet and sour sauce?
Yes.
Will you dip other nuggets in McDonald's sweet and sour sauce?
No.
Wow.
It has
so you
to
eat
be
dry nuggets.
It has to be McDonald's nuggets and McDonald's sweet and sour sauce, or it just ruins the entire meal.
And you're telling me other nuggets you eat dry?
Yes.
No way, Jose.
Wait, so what about
I cannot believe this is real.
What about Chick-fil-A sauce?
No, I'll eat their nuggets like plain, but I'll dip the fries in ketchup because I have to have the fries and ketchup at Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Listen, Chris, I thought the craziest thing that would be said today was that you reinvented communism. This is crazier.
At Zaxby's, I'll eat both the fries and the chicken nuggets like plain.
Okay.
I won't dip them in anything.
Got it. KFC?
Plain.
Okay. I agree with that. Their fries are amazing.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
KFC does a great job. Them and Bojangles?
Bojangles has
fries are
really
incredible.
good fries.
Yeah. Do you dip those?
No.
Do you dip their nuggets?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, so let's pretend like you eat something other than nuggets and fries. What would that thing be?
Well,
Do you not?
I have ramen.
Okay. Let's say you have college kid propensity at this moment. You're at home with your parents. Your mom makes a lovely lasagna. Do you eat it?
I mean,
do you pretend to eat? Like you barely eat it and then go eat nuggets later?
I mean,
do you eat other things? You said you're a picky eater.
With lasagna, I'm not a big fan of lasagna. I'll be completely honest.
I just picked some. Let's go from there. Give us the laundry list of things you will eat.
Okay, we're gonna start with lasagna.
Got it.
So I'm not a big fan of lasagna because, but I will eat it in like the smallest proportion, and then later that night is when I'll eat like popcorn or ramen.
Go full dinner mode?
Yeah.
Popcorn?
Yeah, I like popcorn.
Oh, wow. You will binge popcorn for dinner rather than eat the lasagna?
Well, I'll eat some of the lasagna.
Right, out of politeness, I'm guessing.
Yes.
You'll scoot it around the plate a little, make it look like it's well worn.
That's what I do at restaurants if they give me something I don't like, because I feel bad for not eating it.
Yeah.
I'm like, they cooked this, even though I'm paying for it.
Right.
So they don't care. But so I'll just like move it around a bit.
Make sure the plate's nice and messy. And
yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. Have you ever gone to great lengths to make something look eaten that you didn't eat? Like, do you like put it in a napkin and throw it away or something?
I have done that before.
I'm sure.
I remember I was given a sandwich, and I'm not a big fan of like sandwiches in general.
Okay.
Because like bread and then stuff in between that, like sliced bread and but
wow, what a hot take by you. Sandwiches, yucky. Got
but
it.
I will eat Subway sandwiches, but it has to be the
meatball marinara,
spicy Italian.
Okay. That's the one. All right.
Yeah.
I'm an Italian BMT guy, so I get that one. But so go on. You can't eat a sandwich, so you were given a sandwich?
Yeah, and I just smushed it down and just ripped it apart and then like discreetly threw it away so they wouldn't know.
Oh, man. I bet you were a hoot at kids' birthday parties. Like you're getting handed food by people.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's really fun.
Do you eat cake?
No, I don't eat really anything sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude. Good for you, man.
I told you I'm a picky eater.
You mentioned it once before. I don't know. I am not so picky, I suppose.
Yeah, I have to do things in a very specific way or it just ruins the entire meal.
Go on.
And then I just feel sad.
So the real communism in your life is you controlling your food intake.
Exactly.
What's the process?
Well, it depends on like what it is because it's different for everything.
It's kind of ritualistic though, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it about mixing textures? Like, are you cool with that? Like, if you eat breakfast food?
I don't mix things. I don't like mixing things.
Okay.
That bothers me.
What about touching?
What do you mean touching?
One food
on the
group,
plate.
Yeah, touching another food group.
It's fine. Like, I'm not going to get upset about it. But if it's like on top of one another, that's when I have problems.
So there's a level at which it's gone too far.
Exactly.
So if you're putting syrup, okay, on a waffle or a pancake, will you eat those?
Yes.
Okay. If you're putting syrup on there and it's like creeping onto the bacon and eggs.
Oh, that's when we have a problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why you have a plate for the waffle, but a separate plate for the eggs and bacon.
So you only eat at IHOP. So like that's my goal with breakfast is to have my syrup hit the bacon and the eggs.
No,
like I want that.
No.
I want that flavor palette hitting me.
No, I can't.
Chris just adjusted in his seat. He's like so uncomfortable. Stop talking about food touching each other. How do you handle pizza? Because it's kind of a texture mix.
Oh, pizza's fine. I like pizza.
Oh, okay. That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah, I mean, like pizza's fine.
Sauce on bread with cheese?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Well, me too, but I figured that was a texture mix that you would
that one's
repel
fine.
you. Karensa, do you have any weird food stuff? Sorry, not weird. You have any unique food algorithms in your life? Sorry, Chris.
Wow.
Wait, I got one. Okay, so back to syrup on waffles or pancakes.
Okay.
At what point is it too much syrup? Like when it's fully covered, or is it like
too much syrup?
Just do you like a little dash of syrup?
No, I'm cool with saturation.
You're full with the like mushiness.
Yeah. Like
I can't do it.
Well, at some point, pancakes start disintegrating, right?
Right.
Like, which is a little much. Like that, you've left it too long. But that amount of syrup, I'm cool with as long as I'm eating it right then. It's like mushy cereal, right? Like I'm cool with any amount of milk, but if the amount of milk then begins disintegrating your cereal, you should probably eat it a little faster. So, not that that's the healthiest thing, but yeah, like Honey Nut Cheerios, I love them, but there's a tipping point where the final, let's say 100 Cheerios in the bowl or whatever it is, like those milky ones, they're not as satisfying. Like it's not, and the initial crunchy ones are not as satisfying. I want them milked, so I am picky. It's just about.
I'm exactly what you're describing.
Yeah,
it's how I eat cereal.
It's about the state of the food that I'm picky about, not the actual food.
How you eat it.
Yeah, I don't mind if food's touch.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of broccoli or veggies of any kind. I don't think that's weird necessarily, but man, veggies are like, oof. Those I will sneak into a napkin and have them run off somewhere. So, Karensa, weird food stuff?
I like a lot of foods, but one of the things people would say is weird is I like mayonnaise and tuna together, and I like to dip crackers into it.
I don't like either of those things.
If you turn the crackers into Lay's wavy potato chips, that is Delia's go-to pregnancy food. I am mildly repulsed by the smell of tuna, and I have to make the tuna mayonnaise mixture with a bowl of chips for Delia, and because I love her so, I'm willing to do it. I do not understand how she swallows it with her mouth. I'm like, no, don't eat that. Oh,
I don't like.
I make the mix, and I know it's fine because it's just mayo and tuna. But whoa,
no, it has to be with just saltines. I don't like it. I'm not a big chip person.
Okay.
Whenever I'm craving chips, it doesn't last very long, and it's very specific. And most of the time, it's just spicy in general. And chips are a good go-to for that. But I'm not a chip person. I tend to get annoyed sometimes with the effort it takes to eat certain things, and I won't eat it for a while.
Okay, like crab
even
legs.
If I like
That's
it.
the first thing I think of.
Yeah.
Like if you can enjoy crab legs once, but then
I could not go like every day eating crab legs because I get too annoyed. Same thing with artichokes. Same thing with oysters. Like I'm good for like one night going after it for a while, but I mean,
when you're in the mode.
Yeah, when I'm in the mode, but it can't be like everyday type of effort put in.
Yeah.
No. And that's very general to why I don't eat regularly because I'm too lazy to go make it.
Yeah. This might be a hot take by me. I feel like oranges are unusually annoying to eat. Like peeling them, ripping them apart. Like if I have like a 10-step process to eat you, I'm just gonna not. Right? I'm gonna like choose banana and be like, cool, go on. Like much easier. Do you guys know the banana trick?
You peel from the other side?
Yeah.
That's how they're supposed to
Monkeys
open?
use the stem as a handle and then squeeze the tip of the banana and pull it down. And then you have a handle. But if you eat it reverse of what most humans do, you don't struggle with like the stem, warp it, you know.
Yeah, I do it that way.
Do you?
I do it from the opposite direction.
Look at Jane Goodall over here. Copying the Minkies.
So we're not supposed to do it from the middle.
Rip a banana in half. Dave does not. He just found out you're supposed to take the skin off.
Yeah. I thought that was
you're supposed to take
the
skin
healthy
off?
part.
I thought you were a picky eater, Chris.
No, I don't eat bananas.
No.
So.
You guys like watermelon?
Oh, love watermelon.
Watermelon's good.
On a hot summer day.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No, anytime.
So I'm the one, huh?
Do you like yours salted?
No.
My mom-
I like mine over here away from me, not in my mouth.
Oh, you
That's where I like watermelon. Correct.
Oh, okay, okay.
Wait. What about mustard with watermelon? I've heard
that.
I have seen this. I tried it because of the video.
Mhm.
I saw it on a TikTok. Yes. The old guy watched TikTok. Boom. So
I'm
I saw it on
Good for you.
Stop. What? You know what, guys? I didn't ask for this.
You put yourself in that
No.
situation.
I was praising myself. I was
Alright.
patting myself on the back, and there
And
you
then we
guys
had
go.
to reel you back in. So
Yeah.
continue
Thanks for
your
keeping
story.
me humble, you
Speaking
guys.
of TikTok, follow me on TikTok.
Speaking of TikTok, mustard on watermelons, Chris,
Yeah.
is delightful. I was very surprised. Any salt and sweet is going to be good, I think. Like, it's going to be surprisingly good. Because if like it's a pH balance thing, right?
I guess. I don't enjoy that a lot.
No?
Yeah. No. Not like the whole sweet and sour thing.
Yeah.
Very rare things do I like with that kind of mixture. And
Yeah.
I just like fruit in general, the way that they are.
That's awesome.
Sweet
I
on
don't-
sweet.
Are you sweet on sweet?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sour and sweet. Like, I love any sour candy that then turns sweet because you are eating it, or like sour Skittles, Warheads. What are those things called? Cherry vines, or what? Like they're like coated. I used to get them at Blockbuster Video. That's how old I am.
Red vines?
No, they were straws that were like gummy candy, but covered in sour, like sprinkles. So, anyways, whatever, guys. Google it. You'll find it. Blockbuster Video. Any of you guys ever been in a Blockbuster Video?
No.
Yep.
Wait, no?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, how long did they exist before they were gone in your lifetime? Like, when's the last time you were able to go into one?
Whenever they shut them all down.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Wow.
Deep research done
It
for
was
this
like
pod.
I don't know.
2010?
Yeah.
So
around
you were
there?
what?
10.
Like 10 years old? Yeah.
Yeah.
9.
I was still going in high school
Oof.
to Blockbuster Video. And like, I remember the joy of picking like we could each, my sister and I, pick one, and then the scramble to get it back on time so
Right.
that you're not taking the late fees. Like,
Yeah.
no. What a joyous car run that was when my dad realized it was like 10 minutes till, and we lived 8 minutes away. So we were flying in the car to get no late fees here today, sucker.
We were using Netflix when it was like they mail you
Yeah.
this
Me too.
disc in the mail.
Like AOL over there.
Yeah.
Like, I remember getting a Netflix disc because I bought a Wii, an original Wii,
Heck
and
yeah.
I got a Netflix disc, and that was our first experience with it. I was like, what is this? I don't understand. And you like booted it up on the Wii.
Mhm.
It was cool. But yeah, what were we talking about? Blockbuster Video. Oh no, food. Weird food stuff. Does anybody else have any weird food thing?
Did you know if you put a little bit of salt on pineapple, like freshly cut pineapple, it actually makes it sweet. Like it diminishes its sour taste. I can't, on top
Oh.
of that, I can't eat a lot of sour. My mouth does not like it. It will blister.
Interesting.
So I have to stop after a time.
Do you have fissure's tongue?
I don't know.
Like, stick your tongue out? No. Mm-mm. So my sister-in-law and my wife, I think maybe I have maybe more than one sister-in-law that has it, but as they get older, they have small cracks in their tongue, right? Not cracks, but like the skin splits just slightly. And so those areas are more sensitive. So if they eat spicy stuff, it's extra. Like pepperonis can be spicy from a pizza if it's the wrong pepperoni type or whatever. Anyway, I was just curious because you said that. Maybe we should edit this whole part out. Tongue cracks are probably not the way to go on the pod.
Brought them up.
People just
like,
automatically turn this bad boy off. Yeah. Like, everybody stick out our tongue. So read your future. So talked about communism, weird food stuff, equally important.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any food that you would prefer not to share? Like, are you ever eating anything and somebody's like, "Hey man, can I get some?" You're like, "My special this?
Well,
You need some of this right here?"
I mean, if someone sees me eating something
Yeah.
and tries and wants one,
So anything.
yeah, I would give it to them, but it would ruin my meal because
In my head, it's like
in my
you're-
head I
you're
have
dead to
already
me.
like processed what I'm going to eat next, and so if they like take something, it just gets thrown out of order and
Yeah.
everything's on fire. Chaos has erupted everywhere.
But on the outside, you are calm and collected.
Yeah, I'm just like, sure, take it.
Inside, you're killing them.
Yes.
You know what? Take the whole bag. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one thing I can't stand is I had a friend where if you pulled a chip out, like I am mid exodus from bag to mouth, and he'd be like, "Oh, yo, can I have one?" And take the one from my hand. I would be like, dude, there's a whole bag in front of me that I would look. Because not to be funny, and this is the selfish part of me, I look in the bag to pick the chip. Maybe everybody does this. You pick like, ooh, right amount of Cool Ranch coating on that bad boy, and you get it up, and he's like, that looks like a good one. And you go, yes, you're not wrong. Yeah. It is a great one. I am eating this one. You go ahead and find the next one. So you want my buried treasure that's going directly into my mouth hole? Go away. So that's terrible. You should love people. Share your food, guys.
My brother would hate that. He hates sharing his food.
Does he?
Yeah. But there was this person at work that would come up and just take the food off his plate.
Now that's...
And the second time he did it, he like grabbed him and he looked at him. And my brother has this really like, when you've like gone too far.
Yeah, I think
and
everybody
he was
has
like,
that.
"You do it one more time, I'm gonna snatch the life God gave you."
Ooh, I love that line. I'm using that. I'm gonna say that to my kids tonight for no reason. Step on my shoes one more time.
My brother is vindictive when it comes to taking his food or his drinks from him. He had a guy at his other work who kept drinking his Mountain Dew every day, even when he would put his name on it. So one day he got a bottle of Mountain Dew that he already drank, and then he peed in it and he put that in the fridge.
No way. I'm just saying your brother works at Thieves R Us. Like, what is that about? Everybody eating each other's food.
Who drinks someone else's drink?
That's next level.
Without asking. That's just wrong.
Well, no, I think that's a control thing.
That is
like that's somebody trying to flex on everyone else.
That is true. But
right?
That is like psychopathic.
I know. Drinking someone else's drink is like and also like the shows or movies, I don't think I've ever known about it in real life. Where maybe once where somebody brings food somewhere and has their name on it and then someone else eats it, that just seems insane to me. Like you are asking for a fight, right? So if you do that, you're picking it. Like that's what you want in life is somebody to catch you, right? Anyway, Dave, you steal food out of fridge?
No.
Come on.
I really steal it. No. If it's someone else's leftovers, I'll let them have it. Like,
okay,
it gets to that point of leftoverness.
Yeah.
In a Tupperware box. It's just not appetizing to me to like want to take it.
Yeah.
So
I do think you reach a level, and you guys tell me if you think I'm wrong. I feel like I would reach a level of friendship with certain friends that we kind of understood how to share food with each other, right?
Yeah.
But then if another party, be that their parents or another friend that wasn't quite on that level, would come in to then share and partake because they see us sharing, they think it's just like a share fest. It would make both of us, put us both backwards a little bit like, hey man, we're sharing the chips. Who's this third person that thinks they're good at sharing with us? Hold on. Like there's an understanding of like who's grabbing which piece of pizza and all these things, but then this other outside party. Do you guys have that experience? Am I just the most selfish person on earth?
I have that happen with like coffee creamer. So like we'll share one bottle of like coffee creamer and then I'll get my own drink only from mine.
Okay.
Once that one's winding down.
Yeah.
One of my other roommates will go buy another one, but like a different flavor.
It's like unspoken.
Yeah.
You just kind of like help each other out.
But then one of my other roommates just like straight up takes mine. And I'm like, okay, I'm running low here. Like,
yeah, I'm already low. I'm trying to be nice, but dude.
I got to get through my day too.
We should do, we can do a terrible roommates pod where we just don't say people's names. But I had a roommate in college, and I think this is the worst one. I may be like starting with the worst story I've ever told, and I won't say any names for real because this is not great. But I would like go into the bathroom some mornings and just look like a werewolf had shed because he would do full body shaving. And then I'm not sure he really attempted to clean up. Like it was everywhere, sink, top of toilet seat, edge of tub, and it's all over the place. And I know the story there is he only grew up with a dad and a brother. And so I know like that was part of his struggles, no mom. And I get that, but I think that was part of it. I could just imagine, I'd never been to his house. He was a college roommate, never went to his hometown, but I can imagine their house is like a cave and they just do whatever they want. Because if this is what he's doing when he's rooming with us, he's like no fear of embarrassment, what does the house look like? Right? I mean, oh, you guys, I can't even describe the amount of body hair.
Ooh.
It was unbelievable. Like, I didn't know he had that much body hair. Like, he would shave and we'd be like, this is almost impressive.
Yeah,
what is happening? Or I'd call another roommate in and be like, do you see this? Like, how do you get that much body hair? Like, what supplements is he taking?
And then he comes out and he's just bald.
Yeah. Head to toe bald. Yeah. Anyway.
But wait, why was he shaving himself so
I don't know.
Fine point.
Excellent point, Dave, because not a female in sight.
Because
I don't know.
He then,
he was not a swimmer either.
Oh, okay.
We're looking for solutions. He was not a swimmer. I'm not sure that he was a werewolf. I'm not sure that he had ever met a lady. He was a computer science major that was in his room building apps all the time, which was cool. But like, the need to shave escaped me. Because like, I had a fair share of even just female friends, and not once did I ever shave to the point of like coating the walls with my body hair. So help me out. I want to understand.
I mean, me specifically, I have to shave like almost every day.
Okay.
I can't, it helps because I have really dry skin.
Yeah.
So that gets annoying. So it's easier to be shaved to put on lotion for me. And plus, for whatever reason, I have the horrible habit of wearing skinny jeans, and my hair, if I have it grow out, it gets ripped out, like out of nowhere.
Chris has the same problem.
Probably does.
But wait, so
happened.
you just shave every day so that it doesn't get to like the 2 or 3 day prickly stage and like be hurting?
I shave like every other day.
I gotcha.
And it also depends, like...
Even in wintertime?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
Always. More so in wintertime because my skin gets even drier.
Got it.
And it gets more annoyed if I like grow hair. Like,
well, I've heard of, maybe I shouldn't even talk about it, but I've heard of many women that just don't shave for like a month because all winter you're wearing jeans.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, even like married women, like we were joking with a couple at church one time about it, and all I could do was look at the guy and be like, I'm so sorry. Like, Delia doesn't quite do that, but like, you relax a little bit. And to be fair, I don't shave my legs for her. So there you have it. Like, no pressure.
Wow. What a marriage that is.
Sorry. Totally one-sided. I've not once, the only time my legs have been shaved recently was for tattooing. That's it.
You do it for the tattoos, but not your wife.
Now I feel guilty. I'm gonna go shave you guys. I'll see you guys. Walking out of
Tomorrow, your office is just covered
in hair. Wall-to-wall hair in here. Hey guys.
It's like, did you put up wall carpet?
No, I shaved. Okay, I took notes from college roommates. Doesn't it? Don't you guys like it?
Yeah, you
really. Isn't this how men shave?
You really learn a lot in college.
It seemed like he was shaving and then taking the hair, like collecting it in his hand, and then just throwing it, like just confettiing the hair. Woo! Shave time.
He's like, you get some hair. You get some.
It was like, hey, roommate X, why is there only body hair on the ceiling? Like, what is happening,
bro?
Yeah.
How do you get hair?
No, there wasn't hair on the ceiling, but it felt like that. Where you're like, it's on the mirror. Like, what were you shaving so hard that it like flew up to the mirror? Because hair gravity would make it go down, and it's light and fluffy, and you're shaving so hard that there's like up on the mirror. I mean, it's just what an experience, you guys.
Yeah, you just stomp around a bit and just hair starts falling down.
Yeah. So.
It
was really interesting too, because it was also one of those experiences where his room was never clean, but then as he would emerge from the room, he wanted to be like well dressed, everything was ironed, fully cologned, never smell bad, nothing like that. But it's like behind closed doors, lest any female ever see his room. I mean, just bags of open chips and stuff where we would have to talk to him and be like, hey, there could be animals, like bugs and stuff. You really can't do that. Like this could get bad with mice or something. But anywho.
You need like a weatherman to be like
today's forecast.
Today's forecast.
Yeah.
A light dusting of hair.
Yeah. Nacho cheese chips just slightly strewn about 20% of the room. Yeah. It'd be awesome. So anyway, roommates are fun.
Yep. Yeah. I feel
no names.
I'm not gonna use any.
All right. I'm just saying this is such a sketchy
under the bus. But I feel like you're missing out on some good sensations because the best sensation ever after shaving is satin sheets. Like your bed, getting into your bed is the best sensation ever. So I was having this conversation with my guy friend in high school, and him and like a group of other girls like came over and we were talking about it, and he's like, okay, but I don't understand, and we're like, all right,
oh no.
He let us shave from the knee down. Perfect. And then I put him in my bed and he just rolled around in it. He was like, you're right. This is pretty great.
That guy went on to create Tesla.
Elon
Thank you,
Musk.
Elon. Yeah.
He's like, I need the satin sheets now.
Yeah. Now I understand. Everything should be electric. I must go. I must go sketch something.
And then he made the electric razor.
That's right.
To make it easier.
And he just gave that one to the government. He's like, I don't even need credit for this.
Yes.
Dave, you're a swimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever shaved head to toe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not like my head bald. But,
No. Oh, I did say neck to toe.
Neck to toe, yeah.
Nice.
But I wear hair socks.
Do what?
What?
Are you making this up?
I swear. Like, you can kind of see my hair socks a little bit.
I don't know what you... Okay, Chris, do you know what he's talking about?
It's where,
your
like,
hair
from
socks.
my ankle...
Oh.
Like,
the hair is worn
the
away.
Hair is, like, still there. But, like...
Oh.
My shin and, like, my thighs are, like, baby soft.
Nice.
You understand what he's talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. I didn't get it. Oh.
I don't know. It's a swim thing. Not many people believe in it.
Hair socks.
Hair socks.
Oh, you're saying you leave the hair from the ankle down.
Yes.
Like a Hobbit.
Yeah. But like from my ankle to my toe.
Got it.
Is like
why
normal. Because
is that aid in swimming?
I mean,
the water rolls off the toe
you
hair.
lose your like the feeling of like you feel really slippery whenever you shave like the tops of your feet.
Okay.
And like your toes.
Yeah.
So I just leave them.
I'll have to try it.
So
never.
Yeah.
Karensa is her mind, the top of her head opened and a question mark came out like a video game and then went back in. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
I thought you had socks that had hair on the outside.
I was in the same exact mental space. I was like, oh, new hair socks brought to you by Hasbro.
That went up your leg to make it look like you had hair on your legs.
Yeah.
These socks will help you grow hair back on your ankles.
I was like, what kind of cartoon is this?
What reality are we living
in? I know.
Yeah, so I feel like you probably just feel like you're not, like you're highly slippery when you do that because you have so much hair on your feet. Like I feel no difference if I were to shave my feet or not, along with my legs and go like swimming in the water, no difference.
In fairness, Karensa, his foot hair situation?
That's what I meant. Like
might
he has
be a little
so
different
much.
than your foot hair.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't have so much, you want to be.
You're comparing apples to furry things.
Well, I said it before I said what I said. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's a preference thing. Like when I freshly shave my legs, like it looks really funny.
That's a sentence that just came out of his mouth.
It's like, oh, he's wearing. No, that's his hair.
So it's like an aesthetic choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Everyone's like a double take.
Yeah.
And my feet, like I'm wearing a fresh pair of Jordans, but like hair ones.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hair ones. Also the name of Bugs Bunny's shoes in Space Jam, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact.
Oh.
Hair Jordans. I have a poster that says so. No big deal.
Very nice. So after you've shaved and you got into bed, was that a good experience for you?
Oh yeah. First time it ever happened, I was like, ooh.
It's like magical. And then it's like the sensation when they say when you get high the first time and then the rest of the time you're trying to reach that perfectness again.
Is that what it is?
Yes. Same experience.
Way.
You gotta do it just once because it will never be as great as that one time anyways.
Oh, the first time is always the best?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Chris, you want to go first? We could shave each other.
That's a video waiting to happen.
Yeah. What if we each just shave one leg, right? And then get in the bed and be like, no, this leg does feel better.
Yeah, we can compare and contrast.
You do your left leg, I'll do my right leg.
Creative.
And then we'll lay next to one another. And if our legs touch, we'll be like, oh, Nirvana.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Did I make it weird? I didn't mean for.
Creative feedback.
She said getting high, so I immediately went to like a acid trip. You shave your legs and it's like taking LSD.
Yeah.
Woo!
You get in bed with your shaven legs and your third eye just opens.
The bed implodes and you're floating midair over like mushrooms and trippy. You look like a Woodstock wallpaper.
It's like that one like sequence in not Stranger Things, Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah,
he gets blasted.
He's like falling through the metaverse, like the multiverse and the metaverse. Yeah, you guys, cryptocurrencies, so fun. I know that's another episode for another day, but I just can't go a single episode without mentioning it.
You already mentioned it.
What? Probably because communism.
Yeah,
yeah. You know what prevents communism? You know what prevents communism? And the mixing of syrup and eggs? Cryptocurrencies. You can buy crypto for that.
Yeah.
Not really, you guys. Everybody put your phones down. Keep listening to the pod.
I was just about to invest.
Yeah, he's like, pancake swap? See what I did there?
Yeah.
That's actually a real thing, you guys. PancakeSwap.finance. We're open for ad dollars.
Yes.
So we're always pitching ourselves
that cake coin
to the lowest bidder.
I should make whale coin.
That exists.
Does
yeah.
It?
Whoops.
I'm gonna sue.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna make whale 2 coin.
Whale also.
No, just be like whale better.
Yeah, whale 2.
Well, you can make whale.
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 Yeah. You can make a whale. Yeah.
It's whale, but spelled 3 different ways.
Yeah. Like you progressively gave up. Yeah. Slowly but surely I cared less and less. Just keep getting rid of vowels.
Yeah. No, it's like whale, like the water.
No, I understood the joke. I'm sorry.
Whale as in the animal, and then whale as in like screaming in agony. Yeah.
Boy, way to really kick it up a notch, Chris. You know, jokes are best when explained. Jokes are best when explained thoroughly.
I know.
Rinse and repeat.
Let me explain all my jokes.
Yeah. Did you know whale is pronounced what way? Oh, man. That's funny stuff, you guys. So, any other funny food, communism, whale jokes anybody wants to make? Anybody?
I think
Bueller?
me as a whole is just a funny food whale communist.
Yeah, that's actually a Twitter handle waiting to happen. Food whale communist. You can hey guys, welcome to the show. Find me at Food Whale Communist.
I'm gonna take that now, just so no one else can have it.
Foodwhalecommunist.io.
Yeah, every day I'm just gonna post a picture of a whale, just a random whale with like a communist symbol.
That would actually be a great Instagram trend for you. Take serious photos of whales, like breaching, but then draw your characters on top of them.
I
as
thought
if they're riding them or something.
Of taking like old like art pieces and just drawing over them, like the painting or whatever, but in my art style.
Yes.
Just being like,
put your characters in the Michelangelo pieces and stuff.
Yeah. Have the Mona Lisa, but it's just like,
there was a guy who did that. I wish I could remember the artists' names, but he would find like thrift store paintings of landscapes, right? And then paint monsters into them.
That's cool.
But they looked like the styling of the painting. So it would be like all these trees in this moonlit night, and then you'd see like 2 eyes and a furry creature that's as tall as the trees, but like in the background. And he would paint it like it was hiding in the trees. It was so cool. I'll have to look up that artist and mention it on another pod. But really good stuff, you guys.
I remember I watched a YouTube video about someone doing that, and they made a a world where it was full of seagulls wearing hats, and they were attacking seagulls that weren't wearing hats.
Oh, they drew hats on some of the seagulls?
No, they drew the seagulls in, and then gave them hats, and then land goals, and they didn't.
Was it a
have
video
hats.
of cartoon seagulls attacking real seagulls? I'm confused by the concept.
Yeah, but it was
also.
on a thrift store painting.
Oh, that's cool. See, I love that stuff.
Yeah,
man.
but it was like not. It's like I explained it like it's really good, but it was just like
it was horrendous.
Yes,
it's like poorly done stick figure of a seagull in 2 dimensions.
Pretty much.
I love it. That's even better, I think.
But it looked really cool.
There's something interesting. Why is art that's done childishly, but you understand there's expertise behind it? Why is that so fun to see? Right? So the best example I can think of is Picasso. Like, my kids, in theory, draw about 80% of what Picasso could do. Right? Like, on some level, that's how their stick figures look. But like, why are we so fascinated by that? Like
know.
The oversimplified. No, I know. I'm not. I know you didn't research.
Answer
this.
it, Chris.
Chris, why?
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 Let me make a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man.
I don't know. It's like, have you ever seen those album covers that look like people use crayons to make them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I love that. I don't know. It's just interesting to like look at.
Mm-hmm.
Just like refer to something you know, and then be like, oh wow, that's what it looked like as like a coloring book, like poorly done, like scribbled, like one of your kids did it.
I mean, my characters are fairly simple as well. So.
That's true. But yours are at least outlined, if not expertly, right, with some skill level. I think it's interesting. So the first person I thought it was when Dave was talking about was Action Bronson.
Mm-hmm.
He paints his own album covers with like the Dolphins album. I can't remember what it's called. Dolphins. Yeah, something about dolphins, but like riding dolphins or something. But he painted the album covers, and you can tell he's got skills, but there's also something amateur about the line work and things like that. But I find it beautiful. Like, I find it fascinating. And maybe it's just taste, but I'm always curious why visually I'm drawn to that. Like, an oversimplification is really cool to me. Which you would say anybody could do it, right? Mm-hmm. But then I wonder why I'm so drawn to it. Like, if I could do it with like one crayon and draw the same thing, why am I also like, oh, that's awesome? Maybe it's just because somebody did it. Yeah, what's it called?
It's called Only for Dolphins.
Only for Dolphins by Action Bronson. Can you show everybody the cover?
It's only for dolphins.
Oh, sorry. Are we not supposed to be looking at it?
We're not dolphins.
Chris is a whale.
Dolphin. You're not a dolphin?
That's true. We're
don't show Chris.
enemies.
Don't show Chris.
I'll shut my eyes.
Okay, keep going. Oh, that's good. Oh, Chris, I wish you could see this.
I know. I wish I could.
Go ahead, Karensa. What were you going to say?
I think it's like the same concept of like you're very like high-spirited, I guess.
Who?
So you. So
what?
Like, all of you
How
are.
dare you?
So you tend to like things that represent that mood to you, right? So like you like childrenistic drawings and stuff like that because that's a bright, happy thing. They tend to do bright colors, bright emotions that like it's the same mood. I mean, I like that kind of stuff, but I also really do like the ones that are like serious and dark because, I mean, a lot of the art that I do can also be like that. So I enjoy both just as much, but I think that's just why. That, like, in general, people prefer happier things, happier moods and settings with arts. So that's why you're just more intrigued by it. And the people who are more like, I'm kind of somber, are over here like liking the like realistic stuff.
So you think you're drawn to what you identify with? I guess that's always true, right?
I guess that makes sense.
Like, you're most drawn to the thing that you identify with. That's like the diversity of people helps promote the diversity of artists, right?
Because there's always someone out there who would identify with what you're making and like it just as much as you do. Or even if you don't like what you just made, someone out there would still think it's worth like $1 million. Yeah. Even if you don't.
True. Yep. And other people will think that's just silly, you know? I mean, it's like the NFT culture, right? So if you like an NFT and you're just like, oh, I love that so much, and somebody else looks at it and goes, I don't know why you'd pay $1,000 for that. Like, that looks so boring or weird or whatever, you know? Just a picture of a monkey, whatever it is. So turns out art is subjective. Mm-hmm. We literally just gave creative feedback on art, you guys. I'm kind of proud of us.
Wow.
Congrats.
We totally stumbled into it in the dark with one leg, but we got there. We got there in the end, crawling desperately to find something to give creative feedback on. I just did not know where to go with your communism story, Chris.
I mean,
I feel like I owe you an apology.
To be fair, I didn't know where to go with it either. I wrote it down at like 2 a.m. I was just trying to think of topics. I'm like, I accidentally created communism that one time.
Yeah.
Wrote it down.
I love that you wrote it, and as you're writing it, you're thinking, no, I guess that's the whole story. That's it.
That was pretty much it.
And while we're pitching, hey, let's make an episode out of it, at no point where you're like, no, that's the whole story.
Yeah. I was like, this can't be an entire episode.
Nah, we did great. We were at an hour. I always like to do the time check. And you know what's funny? I'm not even sure I like that when podcasts do that. Like, oh, we're at an hour.
All right, let's cut this out then.
Yeah, go now. Yeah. Cool. We probably will cut that. Cut what? You're asking.
What are we cutting?
My time check. That's what.
Cutting the onions to make us all cry.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh my god.
Two separate answers.
It has rolled downhill quickly, guys.
Are you talking about the apple of the sea?
Onions are the apple of the sea?
Yeah.
Go on.
So before swim meets, we would always take an onion and just like go ham on it like an apple.
Just crunch down?
Just crunch Shrek. Down like Shrek. Like full on bite it.
To what end?
Any end. Like,
what was the purpose?
Oh, that's how you got sea powers.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, of course. Right. That's what makes me also swim faster.
Yeah.
Is eating disgustingly sour? What is an onion? Oh, that's a great question. How would you describe the flavor of an onion? Is it spicy?
It tastes like
sour?
An onion.
Well, no, I know. But okay, I can describe, who was I talking to this about? My wife the other day? How do you describe the flavor of an onion? Because it's spicy in theory, but it's not spicy.
It's its own category of spice. Have you ever had,
Isn't that incredible?
I can't remember the name of it at this very moment, but if you're getting to go get like sushi or whatever, sometimes you can get this like green thing.
Oh yeah, wasabi?
Yeah, wasabi. It's kind of like that, but way diminished down a bit.
Yes.
Like watered down because it's a vegetable.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of that category of spice over there.
But see, even I would say wasabi is spicy. Like decidedly, you eat it, you're like, oh, or just hot. But onion is a weird, like, it can make you cry, but it's not exactly spicy. It's like tangy. Maybe tangy is the. Oh.
I mean, when you're eating it, it doesn't make you cry. Just when you're cutting it.
Every time I eat one, I cry. I'm just so happy. Oh, did you mean because of the? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I went for a joke. It did not land. It crashed, much like Chris's story.
I'll give you lessons on how to be funny.
Go on. I'm deeply intrigued.
I didn't.
Oh, not right now?
No.
Oh, sorry.
You
okay.
have to pay me.
In what? I didn't think you believed in money.
You have to pay me in love.
I will give you one sheep.
Then you're wealthy, Chris. Yes. You're the richest man on earth. So anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Was Dave reeling us back in?
Yeah, I'm trying to reel us back in.
You did it. You saved us.
Thank you.
It's probably because your legs are shaved. Are they shaved right now? Lightly?
Lightly.
Did you recently shave them?
When we had conference not 2 weeks. It was like a month ago.
And a half ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shaved them for conference.
Your hair takes forever to grow back.
Yeah.
If I get a good night's sleep in, fully back, man.
Really?
Don't know why that was so funny.
If I get no sleep, no growth whatsoever.
What?
Yeah. It's all based on my sleeping pattern.
Karensa's a werewolf. Dude, that's amazing. That's like a superpower.
I guess.
You take a nap, it grows a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Whoa.
It's like
if I get like less than like 4 hours of sleep, it's almost like hardly anything.
Yeah.
If I get a full 8 hours, then it's like on schedule of how much like it would.
Honestly, in my brain, I'm just figuring out how to monetize this comic book character we're going to invent that grows hair as she sleeps and then fights crime with it. Like that's all. That's where I went with it. You guys? No?
No.
She needs a superhero name, you guys. This is our moment.
hair.
God, this is why we spitball.
Thank you for your originality.
We're not going with the first one.
You don't have any pets,
the ball of yarn.
Hair, the final frontier. Do you guys like it?
Chris, you don't have any pets, do you?
No.
Were you? Oh.
God, no.
When you were given
Chris would have to care for something?
Were you ever given stuffed animals or any toys?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you just name it what it is?
My cat's name?
Well,
Cat.
my treasured stuffed animal that I had when I was younger
Oh, here we go.
is named Hello.
Was it wait, was it a smiley face?
No, it's a bear
Named Hello.
with like little clothes on and shoes.
Explain.
Just named Hello.
That's incredible.
I think my favorite name I found someone had named their stuffed animal is when they name it something that it's not what it is. So my friend
yeah.
Sarah
I like that
named her stuffed animal that's a leopard tiger. And then my other friend Alex, who has a moose, named it reindeer.
Yeah.
And I just like, why would you do that?
No, I love that. I'm down.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm down.
I can't handle the inaccuracy. It's killing me.
Prince's brain explodes. No. She goes full Super Saiyan. No, you know that's not a reindeer. My God. Yeah.
I have a stuffed whale hat, but I can't say the name of it.
No, don't. Please don't. Well, thanks for bringing it up on the pod.
Now I want to know.
Yeah. Next episode, Chris reveals the name and immediately gets kicked off the podcast for all of
Yeah.
eternity.
Heck yeah.
Tune in next time.
Yeah. Do that.
All right, guys. Heart out.
Bye.
In 3, 2,
They've already left.
1.
Bye.
Oh.
Stop. Those are hard out. Couldn't leave it alone. All right.
Do we have to say so soon to bye?
Oh my.
Yeah, we should end it.
Everybody needs a nap. We should all go grow some leg hair.
Yeah.
Beep, whip.